everyone. It's been a long time that we are doing a crystal set. So today is our first set in a long time.
Some would say too long.
Too long. It's gonna be all about crystals. So we are doing a blue theme. Blue gonna be the background, but the crystal that we're gonna use are Opal AB. Let me put on my website first. So everything I use is at www.𝑡inovo.shop. The crystal that I'm using today is going to be in the bling category. I finally have that on also. Let me switch it around.
Well, you're just moving right along then.
Okay. Let me adjust just a little. Just everything, make sure everything is good. Okay, are you ready, Dustin?
I am.
Okay, let me invite you. And I use stilettos today. And I'm doing the thumb too, just because I'm not gonna make video for crystals. Crystal, I'm gonna design all the way.
I'm gonna request to join.
Okay.
Sent request.
Accept.
Oh, yes. What happened? Did I do it?
You was out for some reason.
I did. My dang thumb got in the way.
Okay.
I want to read.
Request again. Okay.
Put in. Requesting.
Request.
Sent.
Send. Accept.
Sweet.
Okay. Since crystal going to be involved, I want the background to be no glitters, no nothing shiny. I want it to be all flat because the crystal is gonna be contrast with that. So I want a blue background. Now I'm gonna figure out how should I approach it. Definitely ombre of some sort. Blue chrome will also work too. Oh my god, the liquid chrome is amazing. I mean, I have so many emails saying that it doesn't chip at all. I did on Cindy. I didn't seal this. I did on Cindy now. I put top coat on. I didn't even seal my top coat. I just slapped top coat on. It had been like more than 2 weeks. It doesn't chip at all. I'm so excited. What do we plan to do? Blue and maybe a 3-color ombre. Okay, let's do a 3-color ombre. Let's do 3 of this ombre all the way. So let's use sponge. 3 colors, okay? So my sugar is ready. This is clear acrylic. You can use any brand of clear acrylic, but don't do that what I just did.
Man, I'm struggling over here answering all these questions. If we just had a moderator.
Oh, let me add Tara as moderators.
Oh, that works. Thank you, honey.
Oh, you're welcome. Confirm. Okay. Okay, now, blue first. So these gonna be fully bedazzled, so we don't worry about that. We just worry about the 2 fingers first. Okay, so 3-color ombre. This time, I will add clear acrylic into my sugar because it's gonna be easier for me to do the ombre. Remember, you don't want any acrylic to linger on your nail. You want it to all come down. Something sticky about my top coat. I mean my gloves.
You want to change them out in a second?
Mm,
If you're starting off like that, you might as well.
yeah. Yeah, see, this something right here.
Aqua blue?
Yeah, this is aqua. Have I told you that later on I would change it back to sky blue? The name, not the color.
That looks like the blue babies are made of. Baby blue.
Baby blue.
Baby.
Same with his fingers, and I'm gonna sugar it. Okay.
Matter of fact, when I look at that blue, I think I smell baby powder.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's weird, isn't it?
Okay. I'm gonna sugar it.
Are those new colors?
The aqua? No. I always have this. The blue that I'm gonna use after the aqua is new.
So
It's a true blue.
Dreamtime's been in business over 34, 35 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Veezy. I smell it too now that you mentioned it. I know, right?
Hey. I need to clean my gloves first. There's something sticky in it. Clean it. Okay, now let's ombre.
Let's ombre.
So this is my sponge. And I probably need two. I might just use one, but you never know. Okay, now I need a palette. I'm deciding for my ombre. I'm just gonna use this small little palette right here, all flat. And for color mixing, I'm gonna use the other one. Okay, I'm gonna brush it. Now it's time.
Good morning, Hands 333 of Goddess.
Hi, Henry, got
I
it.
believe is Nicole. And we are not looking to do a tour in London.
Mm. Tour will be here.
Vacation, yes.
Yes, we definitely want to do a vacay.
But we won't be driving there. I've decided after that video.
I mean, if we drive into London, we'll be driving underwaters. Maybe Tesla will have
I meant when we get there.
Uh,
Then again, it may be fun. I don't know.
okay, so now smudge it, blend it, go up and down just slightly, just to create an ombre onto the sponge. Now this blue, it seems a little dark. It's because it condensed. Know that it can be very bright. Okay, so now I am start from here. The middle blue gonna be right in the middle, and then darker blue gonna be right in the bottom for these colors. So first up is aqua colors. Then it's blue colors. Okay.
So we are located in Springfield, Missouri, United States of America. Oh.
My God, first coat, perfect. You know what? I told people, I say, when you get better at ombre, you can skip the sugar part. And once in a while, I skip the sugar part, and I'm telling you, the sugar part is needed. It is so helpful. One coat already reached to perfection already. Look at how amazing the blend is.
You make me feel like I could do it.
You can, if you willing to try. You should have to love it to try. You have to practice. Remember, you don't just go in and do it. You have to take it on now, and you have to practice. And the first one's gonna fail, of
See,
course.
that's where the problem comes in. I don't really feel like practicing.
You have to practice.
Just,
Okay, now I have this right here. Look, beautiful here. So you're done with that. Let's do this finger too. Same thing. If you need a little more gel, like let's see. If you don't have a lot of gel when you sponge it out, don't try to like squeeze it really hard. Don't do that. You just get more gel and you just do it lightly all over. Sometimes you still see the color, the stain, but sometimes you do need more gel because you do want to sponge it lightly. You don't want to apply pressure on it. Then it's not going to be nice and beautiful.
Oh,
Okay?
says I thought my nail tech was amazing till I saw your work. My jaw
Oh.
dropped to the floor.
That's what we do. We provide lessons so any nail tech can look at it and improve
Easily,
easily.
quickly, without doing all the years of experimentation that you have.
Right. I experimented in a lot of years, but the techniques that I teach will make their life easier so it can encourage them to do more fun stuff.
And then also you get more opportunities with less stress to keep honing your skill, which will make their skill better.
Yes.
That's the
Yes.
benefit. Oh no, Tino does not ever get bored of nails.
Mm-mm.
He absolutely lives, breathes, and loves it. The excitement that beams off of him is phenomenal.
Okay, let's see. Okay, now kill this. So it's time to take care of whatever going on here. I have two sponge, but I'm not gonna use this one. I'm gonna put it in a safe place for later. I don't need one sponge. So now the next color I'm gonna use is blue and ultramarine. Okay. So I need this color to be off. I take out paper towels and I'm gonna sponge it.
Dab it, dab it. Make it look easy. I get it looking a little rough.
So now you don't see anything. The color's gone. Okay. You can still see the stain, but the color's gone. Blue right here. Where the old blue is at. But the next one is ultramarine right on this part right here. So yes, a sponge you can use multiple times. Not when you use like, let's say black and white, and then you're gonna use pink and yellow. You should use a new sponge. Unless you can remove all the color off. But similar colors, it's easier. Because it's all blue. Okay. See that? There's a lot of liquid. You can see the splotchiness. You need to span that out or move down here. So now it seems lighter, and lighter is what you need. Okay, now you have that. Gonna take this and continue.
Oh, never mind. Tara's got it covered as usual. So while Tino's doing this, let me just say, for the intermediate close Tino's family, I've really been going into your pages, checking out your work, making sure everything's up to par, and everyone has been doing absolutely fantastic. Well, except for one person.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't.
who?
I don't want to crush your spirits. You know what I mean? I don't want to set them out on a live video or anything.
Oh.
And it's not that their work is bad. It's just, you know, maybe they got a lot of kids, family to feed. You know, they're just not up, you know, just not as good as most of the other family. So we're just going to block them out of the family.
Oh.
Is what I was thinking. That way we don't feel responsible for the letdown. No, I'm just kidding, everybody. No, everybody's absolutely been doing great.
Okay, blue here.
Maria, your work's really been shining through. Tanya's always been beautiful. And then the unexpected one
Here
was
this.
Lindsay's koala bear. Did you see that one?
Now, I am going to go up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go up here. A little risky. Because this up here is solid blue. I don't want to pass through this blend line at all. I want to stay within the perimeter. Okay. Now, take an ultramarine, paint it right on the tips. So I can quickly blend it up just a little bit. Ultramarine. Just a little bit up like this. Okay. Blend it here. Same thing.
Well, a couple people said that they haven't been working on nails that much.
Mm-hmm.
We could take partial responsibility for some of that.
Now, blend it up. It's a slight little issue that I'm experiencing on the other nails. Okay, this. Okay. Trying to do the metal fingers. Now, these next two nails, since it's gonna be fully in glitters, I want to use a glitter background. I'm gonna use Blue Sparx Gel with its solid glitters. Only need one coat. It will make sure everything completely glitterify. So I'm gonna have Blue Sparx Gel right here. Just a thin coat. It's only need a thin coat. Don't do it too thick. Just apply it just like polish. Just thin, thin, thin. Okay, I'm gonna do two of this. Actually, all of this. You know what? I better do the thumb, not full cover. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do on the thumb. Here, this.
So Dino takes and
Yeah.
puts his nails on a big thing of poster board. That way he can kind of see them all at once sometimes. And then eventually they end up in a box or then once in a while we take
Let's try brush ombre on this, just to see the difference.
kind of like this, which I would recommend everyone doing.
Here. Okay. So for brush ombre, again, we'll take out these next colors. This time I will need my ombre brush and I need top coat. I will choose Shandy. Just top coat just to lubricate my brush so it's not too dry. To thin out the color at the end. Just a little bit of Shandy. would do. Okay. So next is a different kind of ombre. Just in case you wanna go in between. I mean, experiment between the two.
I like those colors.
No, this have 100% opacity. So this blue right here. So anytime that anything that have 100% opacity, it's gonna be a little harder to ombre. So I'm gonna try. It's my first time ombre with this blue, this new shade of blue. So again, wiggle from side to side to even out your bristle. And then you move into the first blend, slant it to the right. And I might not be able to ombre this. I don't know.
Oh, we should experiment before we got on live. Jeez.
I am right now. Okay.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to explain to a couple of the ladies, very understandable. They think it's a shame that Tino doesn't do nails, but you just must know this. The more he creates, the more he can empower people
Right.
to do it. So if Tino was doing nails, there's no way you would ever actually get a set because
Yeah.
the list is long. He's never done walk-ins that I've known him. We've been married for 10 years.
Yeah. If I steal a nail tech, you wouldn't be able to get in. You still wouldn't be able to get my nails.
And then he probably wouldn't be happy.
Right.
You know,
I
but
would just do standing client all year long, and it'd be the same people over and over and over again.
And then a lot of people, you know, they wouldn't have the opportunity to learn trial and error, you know,
Right.
and this has been a good growing community.
Decent ombre, but not the best. Yeah, if I still in the service industry, you would not be able to get in. You would not be able to get my press on because I'm way too overbooked. Before, when I'm still in the service industry, people are on my wait list for years, for 5 or 6 years, and some don't have a chance to get in ever. 100% chance don't have it to get in, and some lucky enough that they wait for about 5 years or so, they be able to get in. When they get in, I book them standing, meaning they have to come back every 3 weeks or else they're out the list.
And then I really was thinking that it was going to get to a point where there was going to be some kind of murderous show. Because once people figured out, you know, they had to wait till someone fell off the list to get in, I thought, oh, they're going to be killing each other.
See, it's not as perfect as it's not as perfect as the sponge. Okay, now I'm gonna use ultramarine. That's why I quit doing now, and I start to teach. Because when I teach, many people will be able to wear my nail because there's people that recreate them. So the look will be more accessible to the public. Versus before when I do nails, it's really depressing because every day same people, and I wouldn't be able to see any new people. And I want to see new people. You know what I mean? I want to interact with new people.
Watch people grow.
So when I start teaching, I love it because now I get to meet people worldwide. I get to track their process. I just love all that. Put ultramarine down the bottom.
Hello, Teen Doherty. No, Dustin does not do nails. All Dustin does is, you know.
Okay, now I'm gonna take some sanded and I'm gonna lubricate it. Ultramarine is not too difficult to blend since it has 90% opacity.
90%?
Yes, that means that it's opaque, but if you spread it thin enough, you still can, it will turn into another colors. That's mean 90% opacity, meaning it's condensed, but when you spread it out, it turns into a different colors. That is perfect for ombre. So ultramarine down here is easy breezy.
Easy breezy?
Damn it. The dust. My brush. Okay, cure this. My my gloves get contaminated with dust.
Thank you, pretty princess. Says you have to be the next nail tech I've seen, hands down. Work is beyond amazing.
Thank
It
you.
really is. And his brain was built for this.
Okay, so now let's review. Let's top coat these two now and review this. Because right now you still see the sugar background. I put top coat on.
Hello, Salon.
I'm gonna put top coat on everywhere and then brush it straight down. Thin it down just a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, they said one thing that helps create a perfect ombre is when you're curing one to take a drink.
Okay. Another one.
If Beyonce asked Tino to do her nails, would he? Probably not. Now, Cher, we would do Cher.
My favorite singers. I like Beyonce. I like Lady Gaga more just because she's more of my personality. I like Michael Jackson like a lot. Like crazy about Michael Jackson. I probably would do his now. Look at this.
Are the cat eye colors going to be in a bundle?
It will when the blue arrive. When the blue arrive as well. This is not a very good ombre. I mean, I don't need to top color. You already see this blue have a difficult transition with a light blue and this blue right here when I use in brush. So we can use sponge again.
I would say if it came to doing a singer or famous star's nails, it would have to be under the conditions that it was just us and them, and
Yeah.
all the other people trying to do their hair and
No
makeup.
way.
And
Like Jenny do now for Cardi. She wanna cry every single time. Just because she cannot have a proper tables.
I mean, how can you sit there and do steady handwork while someone's fluffing their hair and turning them around in a chair and
Okay, now I am going to blend these two colors together. Yeah, she told me every time she do nail for Cardi B, she wanna cry every time because she have to juggle between the hairdresser and the makeup artist. It's a sad, sad thing. Even though $1,000 a day, totally not worth it. Okay, now I am going to take this. I'm gonna perfect it with this sponge.
Do you use a LED light when you cure for quickness?
Yes, I use. So my new one is a clam. I will put on the website soon. The clam is this is rechargeable on the clam. See, with the sponge, it cures the problem in like no time at all. I love sponge. When I use brush, I would like to use brush for my top gel nude. For all of my top gel nude, I like brush because it's built for ombre. But for normal gel, some are really strong that it's hard to brush the ombre. Some are ideal and some are difficult. So for just normal gel polish without it being built for ombre, I'm just using sponge, safer for me. Look how beautiful. My God. Like gorgeous now. Here.
You feel better now? Because, quite frankly, I
Hey.
couldn't see it as a bad ombre.
Now this one gonna be fully bedazzled. At this point, we are ready for bedazzle. Um, I'm gonna do like a snowflake made out of stone in here using opal. It's an opal kit. This, can you charge me, Dustin? This is the AB kit. I'm going to use both. And this is the AB Fancy Shape. I will have Fancy Shape on different color later. But AB is the most popular on Fancy Shape, meaning it have different shape. This is the only Fancy Shape so far. But for color, I have like 8, 9, 10 different colors. 10 different colors. Okay. So I'm going to take out my crystals.
Everything remain okay?
Yes.
We look frozen.
It must be cut off the battery. It just go in and just charge. Are we frozen? No, we're not.
It may just be this one.
Yeah. Okay. So putting the palette out of the way. Putting everything out of the way. Polish are done. Closest. Okay. Top coat for latest. Closest. Spark gel are done. Okay.
There we go. All right. Thank you, everyone.
That's it. Turn out back. Okay, now it's behind here. That bottle underneath the crown. Okay, now clear texture gel. I'm gonna use this clear texture gel for my snowflake because this I'm gonna use glue because I'm gonna put crystal all over this. But this is gonna be a design made out of crystal. So with a design that made out of crystal, I'm gonna use gel for easy application, but then I have to seal it correctly. So I have that, and then I'm gonna need some silver bead. Silver bead. A lot of people starting to get into caviar right here. Very proud because usually people are afraid of caviar.
Right.
They're starting getting into it. We get order caviar every single day.
And I feel like once they get to that point, that means their confidence level is getting where it needs to be.
Right. Yeah, cause when I first started, a lot of people were like intimidated by caviar bead. But caviar have to be present in a crystal set for it to be beautiful and gorgeous. Okay, so this is 0.6 millimeters, smallest. This 0.8 millimeters. Yeah. No, this is 0.1. This is 1 millimeter. No, yeah, this is correct. This is 0.8 and this is 0.6. Okay. So with clear textures and a liner brush for beading. Okay, this brush right here. And a bigger brush to apply gels. Let's use pointy brush. Okay, so pointy, I'm gonna use it apply gel and put it right here. And katana for picking up crystals. Crystal katana. This is a cheaper one. And in the bling kit, I bought the Kubaton, and it's cheaper. It's $16 instead of $24. Because Crystal Ninja have several different kinds of katana. So first, let's do our snowflake. We're gonna start with the middle fingers. Gonna clean this. Pour everything out. Okay. And I am going to, let's use a flat brush because I am going to apply everything. I'm gonna apply this gel on everything because the reason why I use gel instead of glue, because of course glue hold crystal better than gel. Gel, you have to seal it, or else it's gonna come up the nails. Because gel can only hold the crystal. It cannot ensure that the crystal will last until your client come back, unless you can know how to seal it. But when it comes to application, gel are easier than glue. The gel, I can just apply a thin layer on all the surface, and not a thick layer, because I know that gel couldn't ensure me anyway. So there's no reason for me to do it thick. It can be really thin. The next color is opals. Let's use SS12 opal first. Now for the kit, I don't have container for you because this is my experience. When people buy like a kit with container, first of all, a supplier have to calculate how much is this container into the kit. Okay. So when I sell it without container, it's a little less. I try to cut costs so you can afford all the colors. Now the container you buy separately, because if a person that buy containers, kit that have container in it, when they run out, they have the container left. So they buy another kit and they have another container. So at the end of the day, they end up with a bunch of empty containers. So that's a way for me to cut costs, is by not including container in. You can just get your own, or you already have container properly. So that's the reason why it don't have container, just to get the price a little lower. Okay. And I need small one, a tiny one. Let's use some bead. Okay. Actually, I should have used a 10 millimeters. I don't know why I didn't use it. It's easy to maneuver bead with a liner brush. I should use a AB stone. AB stands for Aurora Borealis. This is SS9.
I'm gonna have to exit all this out. As some reason is.
And then a small bead right about here. So after I have all that, I am going to I'm gonna add in some AB stone right here. 1, 2. I am freestyling this pattern, by the way. Meaning I don't know what it's gonna look like. I just know the concept. And I should have some small crystal, let's say SS7 and SS6. And at 6, it's important to pour it out on the drying board tray.
Why did you use clear acrylic before curing the nail?
Oh, that's for the ombre. That have nothing to do with the crystal. Just for the ombre. Just for it to grip easier. Because without the acrylic, ombre is difficult.
Good night, Wanda.
Night night, Wanda.
All right, guys, back running.
Okay, now, middle one. And then small one. Okay.
If you have to stop Good question. If you have to stop doing nails and go back later, do you have to buff them again?
If you have to stop doing now and then what? Go back later?
And go back, yeah. Okay, maybe not a good question.
Yeah, it's not a good question. Okay, now I need some bead.
Are those tiny pearls in between the crystals?
Yes, yeah, it is. This is a caviar. This is size 0.6 millimeters. Okay,
Hello,
now
Saint Lucia.
I need raindrop. Oh, I have this pretty too. I have marquise. Marquise is my favorite.
Oh, I don't know if you can actually pick a favorite, baby.
Let's do raindrop because it's longest. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good night, Miss Angel.
9, Miss Angels. It's not dramatic enough. Okay. I am gonna add smaller crystal right in between. SS7, SS5, AB crystal. I'm gonna add it in.
Thank you, Tara. That is exactly. He will show that here in a few.
What is it?
What about sealing the edges? There's worry about getting caught in the hair.
Yes, yes. You have to know how to seal when you deal with gels.
You get there.
Sealing is the most important step when it comes to crystal application. You have to ensure that nothing catch. Because when you do nail for hairdressers, that is very important. But hairdresser don't want it to catch on their client at all.
And then gloss and glow. What is one tip you would give all beginner nail technicians? I would say watch the highlights on tinovo.shop.
Yes.
The little circle pictures, because that is the more. Those are lives where he's more focused and I'm not disruptive.
Yeah, if you are a beginner, the only advice I will give you are learn. You need to learn. You learn as much as possible. You learn day and night. You learn everything that we have to offer as influencers. We have packed all the knowledge that you need. We save it all for you to rewatch. One thing that will advise you as a beginner is to learn. Learn as much as possible. Know how to do everything. When I say ombre, you go, yes, I know how to do ombre. When I say land work, you say no problems. I know how to do land work. When I say portrait, okay, maybe later. But when I say character painting, you need to know how to do all that. You need to learn.
But I think that the best place to learn is, I think what a lot of people do is they look at the fancy pictures on the ones, and even though you go over all that technique, you really have to learn the highlights, specific techniques first.
Yes, you need to learn the basic, the land work. A lot of people love our land work highlight. And a lot of people, they love our gel ombre highlight. It's the two most popular highlight that until this day, for light that reach to like 2,500 likes, that is a lot for a live stream. Because a live stream doesn't go through the algorithm and it lasts for hours. So for it to reach to 2500 likes is a lot for like a 2 hour live. Cause a live usually only a few
You
hundred.
mean it doesn't live in the quick, fast-paced world that we live in?
Okay, now I am going to take clear texture gel and apply on it again on the ring fingers. So now I'm just applying it on. Remember that. I use gel because it's faster to use gel than you can glue. You only need a thin layer on it. Alexa, pause. Okay, now I need to establish my centers. This is a SS9. I'm gonna apply it right here so I know that this is my center of the nails. From then on, I give one SS 12 opal right here. 12 opal. This is white opal. Then I need a SS9. Actually, yeah, this is SS9. 1, 2, 3. And I need opal SS7 and SS5. So this SS7, 1, 2, 3. And then we move on to SS5. 1, 2, 3. Then we need a small stone, preferably SS5, in between these opal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you put in Dren drop. This is 6 millimeter, 6 by 1.8 millimeters. Apply it in. Okay. Then you're ready for beading. Okay, I will have a 08 millimeters right in between. This opal and this AB here, right in between them. Then I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Again, 08 millimeters right behind this opal stone.
Incidentally, we're all impressed with your memory on the stone usage and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, pretty impressive.
Then the 6 millimeters next. Add one right here. And these a little closer to here, because I only have one bead. Move this a little closer. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two more on this side. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Right after the raindrop. A little bead right here. Take it out. Take this out. Apply on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one extra bead right here. Take it out. All right. And 1, 2 on the end of each small opal stone. One right here. One right here. And when it's done, you can go back and you can readjust everything to make sure it's nice and straight before you cure. 1, 2. Okay, straighten this up a little bit. Straighten this up a little bit. Everything's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There are, how many nail art brushes are there to
8. 8.
And they're double-sided?
Yeah, they're double-sided.
So really 16.
Yeah.
For the price of 8.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mira. Says you're her #1 favorite nail designer.
Thank you.
So to answer the question above, yes, Tino has done a judging competition, but after that, and coming to the realization that Tino's trying to grow people, and if everyone's competing against each other, they're not relaxed enough to be their best selves.
Right.
Plus, usually the judges aren't very good themselves. Beautiful, honey.
Yeah, I know so many judges. I know them like personally when they are not judging. When they are not judging. I know them when they are not judging. They're different when they're not judging.
Oh, how are they?
They talk about artwork like should I pick this? Oh my god!
Right. They know.
It is so confusing, you guys. Oh my god, I don't know.
What do we do?
I mean, oh my god, look at this one. It's so ugly. Oh my god. Oh, I would never pick this. Oh, who would send this? Oh, and this one, I'm confused. They both kind of good. I don't know, you guys. And then when they come out the spotlight, they be like, wow, too many analyzation. We have decided that this is a winners. This design are good too. Not really. This design are good too, but it needs a little improvement. But then behind the background, oh my god, Tino, will you help me? Oh my god, I'm so confused. I don't know
right. What do we say? What do we tell them?
Can you imagine that? And people work so hard to be judged.
To be judged.
To be judged. They have worked so hard to be judged by people that I know. That I know when they're not judging.
Right.
They're different when they're not judging.
They're
Okay. Okay, so I already put all the rhinestone on. The background is still shiny. It's going to be matte at the end. So now I am going to seal this right now. Ooh. I'm in my eyes.
Oh.
Okay. So first, I have to seal this. I need a crystal sealers.
All right, pay attention, hippie love. Here it comes. Here's how we keep the hairs from getting snagged.
Yes, crystal sealers. Crystal sealer pen right here. You have to make sure that when you run your finger over a crystal, it has to be slippery. It cannot catch. If your fingernail is catch when you run your fingernail over a crystal, then the gem that will be coming off, that will be gem that will be coming off. Versus when it's all slippery, you can guarantee for your client that your stone will last until next time. We move in a little closer on the see right at the edge, so it's not bumpy. It's not sharp. It doesn't cut them. See this that are sticking on right here. See the stick. This right here. What is sticking up the edge? See that? Yeah, all that need to be smooth. Right at the edge, so it's right at the tip, so it doesn't scratch them. This one right here. So when it's hanging up the edge like this, you see this? Let me show you. See that? Right there. It's hanging up the edge.
Hippie Love, who was asking about the snagged hair, says, so I missed it. Did he wipe off the excess gel around the design before he cured?
No, no, no. Because I haven't top coated yet, so you don't need to wipe up anything. 'Cause later on, you have to put mat around the stone to finish it. Right now, you just sort of sealing it, so it can be a little wet and messy. That's be fine. But we haven't top coated yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing should be sticky because my clear texture gel is no wipe. Don't use a builder gel to apply the crystal, because when you work with crystal, you don't want anything sticky. You don't want dirt to stick on it or anything like that. You don't want to. It can be messy. You don't want any lint. Okay, so now I'm just sealed in the crystal itself.
That's a pretty little stash of stones you got here.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't realize they had these shapes. I could have done my little candy cane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I already sealed this. So now when I already sealed this, I'm gonna mat this. So now it's ensure it stay on there. Now I'm gonna mat. So I need matting, and I need to pull it out on a palette.
Did you apply crystal on the top coat or? Oh, wait, Tara
Yeah, on clear texture
answered it.
gel. Clear texture gel is amazing for crystal because it just stay there. It don't go anywhere. It stay there waiting for you to be done.
And yes, everything you see Tino used is something that'll either be if it's for now sold there, or the most vast arrayment of crystals you've ever seen on Dreamtime. Oh man, if they could just wallow around in all the.
Dreamtime is the place where you find all the crystal you need at Dreamtime.
And more. And more.
And more. Give me just a second.
You want me to keep them entertained while you're. Thank goodness I was getting ready to do a little dance for them. What you looking for, baby? First time watching your live to the end, and I'm gonna be your new stalker. And the name is Nailsaholic.
Nailsaholic.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay, now this is the 7mm brush I'm using. I go ahead and apply right in, just fill it right into all the nook right here. Just fill it in with matte top coat.
Nooks and crannies, honey.
Nook and cranny.
Nook and crannies. Yeah, it's pretty long stalker list, you know. That's why when we go to shows and things, I hug a lot of people, and they think it's out of love, but really I'm just checking for weapons, you know, because stalkers are, you know, usually good, but sometimes they turn in fatal. Isn't that right, baby? That's why That's why John Lennon's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Alexa.
Okay, so after you fill it all in here, I'm gonna fill it in here too, on top of.
That's not on the internet. This is not on the internet. Okay. I'm requesting to join. Send request.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay, I already accepted.
Gotta wait on it.
What's weird?
Volume, turn it around.
For some reason, our live just end. I don't know why, but we'll save 2 live.
2 lives.
We don't want to end again because we only want you can only do 2.
Well, no, that doesn't make sense. I was going to say it could be an internet thing, and it still could be because the phones don't. I don't know.
Okay, now you do want to wait a little bit for this mat to be level, meaning it's gonna smooth out before you cure. See this? You want it to be smooth out right here, and it will. Okay. Now you cure. Gonna put it in the machine.
Oh, they said maybe because you don't go on this channel a lot, maybe you're restricted to 1 hour.
Okay, now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna seal this also.
Hi, why not put matte first?
No, I cannot put matte first because I still have to seal this. If I put matte first, right now it's beautiful matte in the background, and now I'm sealing. Look at all this lump. Then you end up with lumpy now. You cannot hide it. Right now, I can be lumpy all I want. And then when I'm put matte on, it's gonna camouflage everything, gonna make everything nice and smooth. That is a preferred way to go when you're dealing with gel. When you're dealing with glue, it's different. But today, these finger, we work with gels. So with gel, you need intensive sealing because if you don't seal well, it will come up on you. After about 2 weeks or so, your client crystal is gonna come up and they're gonna come back and they're gonna bother you. They're gonna be like, "Oh, it's come up on you, and I pay good money for it. Give me new ones." That's about that. So when you apply and stone, you need it to stay on until your client come back, and you need to be able to guarantee that to them, so they can next time they'll ask for more because they don't have to worry about it coming up. With that, you have to know how to apply with gel and with glue. So this is with gel, and as I say, that glue stickens crystal onto the nail surface, but gel don't. Gel never do that. It's not in the personality of gel to stick. Gel, even with sticky, it might stick, but it's not adheres. Adhere meaning permanently glue the stone into the surface. For you to be able to do that, you have to use glue. But when you use gel, it's only wrapped onto the crystal. And when you do that, you have to seal like I do right now. And when you choose to seal like this, then it's very important that you seal before you put on matte, because if you put on matte now, it's gonna turn out really ugly.
I'm sorry, did you say something? I was over here moderating.
Okay, now let me see.
It'd be nice if I had a helper.
Let me add. Okay, now I am. What am I saying? I forgot.
Thank you. About sealing the edges.
Sealing the edges. Yeah.
And if somebody want to
Okay,
know if
hear
you can
this.
seal the edges with matte.
No, don't do that. Don't do that with matte because I believe that matte have a little bit of unclarity to it, just a tiny bit that a human eye wouldn't even notice. But when you kick matte on, I think that at that time it will become unattractive. And when you seal, you do need to kick thing on. You need a lot of top coat. So I use shine because I want to be able to maintain its clarity until the final moment. When I put matte on, I want it to be a thin coat. I don't want a lot of matte because it's gonna be dull. It's not gonna be clear. That's why my crystal sealer is clear now. And then
I don't believe that the stained glass bundles are sold out. Do you know?
number 1 and number 4 running low. when it's get to a point where it's sold out of number 1 and number 4, then at that time the bundle will disappear. Until when we have enough colors, we can only do bundle when we have all the colors available. Okay, so now you take in some matte that I just put out. Again, apply on. Right in the groove. Right onto this bead. So you can see here all these bumps that I just make around the stone, all these little bumps. It's gonna be camouflage because matte gonna be on it. Gonna reduce all the glare so everything is beautiful. Then after the matte is clear, you wouldn't be able to know. You wouldn't know if sealant ever took part any of this. Look at this. There's no bump anywhere. See that? You don't see any bump. It looks like the stone just laying on the surface. But in reality, there is a lot of sealing involved to get them to stay on for 4 weeks or 5 weeks without it chipping off. But using this method, you wouldn't be able to see the sealing at all. It would be well camouflaged.
Yes,
That is if you want it to be pretty and functionable. Because it's very easy to put stone on, but you have to keep it on. You cannot let them fall off on your client. Okay, so matte up here. I put a lot because I'm going to brush it all down. I'll spread it out. I haven't have matte on here yet. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to spread out near the cuticle.
maybe
Press it down.
we need to do a lot more Dreamtime crystals because those are just so beautiful. And once they learn the simple techniques, really, you can design your little butt off with rhinestones and beads.
Right. It's not that I have not wanting to do it.
No, listen, I know
I
you've
happen
been
to have time to do it.
big time busy doing all these other little things.
You see, besides selling, besides shipping and creating content, I also have to worry about the business side to build it, to build the product and all that. I don't want one thing to be collapsed while you worry about the other things.
Right.
Okay. Now the mat is already on. Now I'm gonna cure it. So these crystal, these beads that you put in matte on, you need to return the shine to these beads. It look pretty matte, but if you want it shiny, easy. You can take some shine and you can return the shine for just a bead like this. You don't have to cake it on. You only need to brush through it and it'll be shiny again. I'm using the 7 millimeters. Even the 5 millimeter will be easy to apply with top coat and everything. Okay. I have this part right here for some reason I didn't have matte on.
Alexa wants to know if she can entertain us a little bit more.
Go ahead.
Alexa.
Okay, now I'm gonna clear this. Okay, let's switch to 5 millimeters. 5 millimeter is easier.
Alexa, down 2 knots.
Okay, now I am going to take shine and I am gonna shine the bead. And for stone like this, for small stone like this, sometimes I accidentally flood it just a little bit. Not a problem. I just have to put shine it on those stone, but try not to do it with like all the stone. Then it's gonna be unattractive. Some small one is you can get by with it, but not of this crystal and would shine onto this bead right here. And take your finger and test it. You don't want it to be sharp. You don't want to scratch a client. This one is still a little sharpish.
So yeah, we don't know what happened to the first one, but he will put this down as part 1 and part 2, so both will be on there. If your stones are sealed correctly, they'll never get caught. Matter of fact, you'll have to grind them off when using Tino's glue.
See this part? The underneath is all gel. 'Cause it was like floating in the middle of the air. So I put gel on it. Because you have the pen, you can get into any surface that you like. That what the pen is for, on tricky area. Okay, next step is gels. Gel gonna, glue. Glue gonna be all over this nail. Let me see what we have so far.
Yes, TLC, that's it exactly. But I would always recommend using quality stones on your clients because they keep the brilliance and the shine. You want to be able to clean them without them melting.
Okay, now I am gonna use AB and Opal. Since it's blue, I need Magestic blue. It's also in the kit.
The gel pen, whenever you first receive it, there's a small needle in the bottom.
Yes.
And you poke through, but once you do that first initial poke, it'll never get clogged again. And it is also refillable. But the reason it doesn't get clogged is because, remember, you have to cure it to make it hard. Is your needle still in there?
Yeah.
Would you like me to get some tweezers and...
Okay, now, when you first bite it, the needle is right here. Okay, it's taped right here. It's like a little circle, clear tape, and you tape down the bottom. So this is a one-time process. Because sometimes when it doesn't get used for like, let's say a year or something like that, let's just say that, then it's might clot right in the beginning, and you put the needle in, and you start squeezing it with your thumb right here. Start squeezing it, and you just pour it in and out like that until gel just spit out. Okay. Sometimes you pour it out and you check it. If it's still, then you put it back in, and you just doing this, like what you do with the toilet, kind of like that.
Plunge it?
Plunge it, like plunging it. You plunge in it, and then that's it. And you put it in here, just in case. But I always only need to do it in the beginning. That's it. And when it's unclogged,
Because it does not air dry it. Flash cures.
Okay, now I need glue. I'm gonna take Crystal Magic Glue out. Then I am gonna pour Crystal Magic Glue on top of this surface. Now for full cover nails, I'm gonna use this. Okay, this is Magestic Blue that I'm using. I do want it to be coated with AB first. So I'm gonna get out SS5 AB. I hope I have enough. Okay. This doesn't seem like it's enough. We'll see. We just have to gonna see about this. Let me check to see if I have any more AB. Okay. Don't have any more AB. SS5.
SS5
Yes,
ABs.
AB. Okay. I am going to take some Dren Drop. When it comes to Stilleto, I always want to finish the end with a Dren Drop because it's perfect for it. I put a Dren Drop right here at the end. I haven't top coat this Sparx gel. I haven't top coated. So glue would dry a little faster with untop coat gel because of the inhibition layer is speeded up. Okay, now I am going to turn my client hand sideways from here to here. I want it to be filled with SS5 crystal. See, good. Now go along right the edge right here. If you want, you can just even facing the nail toward you and do it so you can keep track of the alignment, make sure that it's nice and straight. Now, when it comes to application, the Crystal Ninja is definitely really fast applying it. I don't know about on nails, but she's very good on like
Stuff.
But she doesn't work with pattern neither. She only bedazzle everything.
So Tracy says, how much do you charge for this set?
This right here is based upon the price of the crystal that I spend. The background, the ombre, $60 set with an ombre surface is $20. So now it jumped to $80. Now, after the ombre spark gel, you don't need to charge extra. It's just the colors. Now, when it comes to crystals, it's after this is 2 finger right here on the crystal. I would charge $25 a fingers. That is the cheapest. You can go up to like $50 fingers, but $25 fingers, so 50, and the other hand is 50. So now it's 100 and $60 for foundation, and ombre $20 is 80. So now we are at 180, and we still have 3 now to do, which is 6 now on a person because they have 2 hands.
Because they have 2 hands.
Yeah, so
Not
we
all.
add after right now we add 180 so far. It will be very close to about 400 when I'm done. That is if you're working with quality crystal. If you're working with Chinese crystals, they should be free.
Wow.
Now, you should still charge for it, for labor.
I love you, baby.
They're so ugly, the Chinese crystals. Okay, now going along the cuticle, going down here. The reason why I don't paint it all the way because I rather do section by section because I don't want it to dry and I have to put it on again. When it comes to crystal, I'm very seasonal. When I work a lot with crystal, then I'm very efficient at it. But when I don't do it for a while, like I haven't do crystal in like, I don't know,
Well,
3 months,
I'm
4
saying
months.
you've made some great advances lately, and
Oh, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I just
no, you really can't.
stay how I am when I deal with crystal. I move smoother and faster when I do it every day, and when I don't do it every day, then it's a little awkward at first, and then I get used to it after a few minutes. Now, this will ensure that your nail shape is beautiful. Okay, when it comes to full coat for crystal, it's very easy for people to be blindsided, meaning when you fill the whole nail with crystal, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful that you bypassing the shape. And I see a lot of nail set that have full cover crystal and the shape is wonky. It's like bumpy looking. You don't want that, so you have to make sure that you use the smallest stone to apply on all side, frame it all around the nail first. Okay. Now you have a beautiful shape. You can do whatever you want in here. It doesn't matter. You can be like fancy shape stone here and there. Some of the flame shape. You can go crazy. But when you frame it, there needs to be a order. It needs to be even. Because if you just go in and you just take off without framing it, you have a big one right here, a small one right here, another big one right here, and at the end, God knows what it look like at the end. So this is beautiful. Now I am putting all kind of wonderful stone in. Let's start with a big majestic blue.
So, Dreamtime is our sister company. It is the lady who we have partnered up with because her reputation and long outstanding time in this.
She is very respectable in the crystal world. She have been in the industry for 30 years plus. She always take the high road. So I mean,
But yes,
when she got a customer,
this
they
is the
say,
only place you will get Dreamtime crystals,
yeah,
and they are very. You won't know a difference. If you've dealt with Swarovski a lot, you will
yeah.
not be able to see a difference. And you also can get Swarovski now,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to fill out some kind of form.
Right. You have to fill out a form if you want to order Swarovski. But I suggest that you just go ahead and buy some Dreamtime crystal.
And then you don't have to do all the paperwork, and you'll never know the difference.
So you buy this Dreamtime crystal right here and the fancy shape. Okay, buy the AB fancy shape. Now, when you go home, you take your Swarovski and you put them side by side with this to see if you can tell the difference. And it's so funny because there's people that be like, "Oh, I like it more than Swarovski," and some people are like, "It's not as shiny as Swarovski." It's funny because it's not. That's no different. It's the same.
So, our
Okay.
moderator wants to know if you could tell her the names of the crystal.
Uh,
So this one's Billy Blue Bob, and she means sizes.
the sizes.
I don't know. Are you wanting to know the sizes, Tara, or the the navette or whatever, or the shapes, or both.
Yep. Okay, now I am going to apply AB around here. Okay. And one big majestic blue right here.
Sizes and shapes.
Of the crystals.
Yep.
This right here is flame. This is 2205. Article 2205 is for flame. Right now, I am going to have two SS7. This is white opal that I'm using. Color that I use is, hold on. Color that I use is white opal, majestic blue, and AB, crystal AB. It's a 3-color combo that I'm using in this set. Okay. Gonna have a little bit of AB right in here. Raindrop, probably down on the side here.
Oh, that's awesome, Murmur. Says, just by chance, I saw a video of yours a few weeks ago and followed you. You helped me get back into doing my nails. Your step-by-steps make it so helpful. Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And also know this for some of the newcomers, as you learn and you feel more confident and you want to expose yourself, then DM Tino's, not here on Dreamtime, unless it's a crystal set, but DM your work to Tino. Put your information, where you're located, anything you want people to know, and or what all you offer to do, and we will repost it on Tino's storyline.
Big stone right here. And I want a opal, white opal right here.
So up to this point, Tino has used ABSS5, AB Raindrop, AB Marquee, AB Flame.
Not marquise.
No Marquee?
No. Flame and raindrop, 10 millimeters.
White Opal SS7, assortment of majestic blue.
Yes, this majestic blue. All the color like majestic blue and white opal. I have included all the size you need. 16 is big, 12 is medium big, 9 is medium right there, right in the middle, and 7 is like medium small, and then 5 is the smallest, SS5. 3 is the smallest, but I never use 3 because 3 is more expensive. Then it's very difficult to make small stone. So that is SS3, but I feel like SS3 like almost like a waste of money to me.
Thank you, N. Stewart. Says you are so talented. I've never seen anything or anyone like you and your talent.
Thank you. Okay, this is gonna be opal all over here. Big opal. And maybe a blue.
Yeah, I just now realized too, Tara, that I should be reading out loud whenever you do those products used up to this point, because when they rewatch the video, they might not, well, they're not going to see that part. So,
Okay, now I am gonna have some AB. Just some.
And Amy 813, if you're passionate about it and you love it, then absolutely get into the nail business.
Yes. The nail art business.
Nail art business.
Okay, I have some raindrop here.
Just TYO, just the. So Tino, I'll answer that for Tino. He would tell you that he's not done mastering the. It's a never-ending growing process.
Okay.
I would have thought 5 years ago he was tip-top and perfect, but you know what?
No.
He still improves every single time. I don't know. I mean, now I look at it, these are absolutely perfect, but I do know in a few years it'll be different and better.
You always have to improve. It's like the filming industry.
What
Wait.
glue are you using? Why you?
Where is my keys?
Your marquise?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 is somewhere here. I just have to spot it. Why did it just disappear on me?
It was right in front of you? Is that what?
Oh. Okay, put it in one of these containers. My keys, my keys. Where are you? Where did I put them? Okay, I found it. I put them right here. I need some keys.
I love you.
Yeah, you always have to get better. You never really master it. You never master it. You will never be able to impress by the work you do, because the only thing that will ever be impressive to you are the things that you cannot do. The thing that you can already do, only other people can be impressed by it. But you're always gonna find something wrong with it. And years after year, you have to get better. Because that's just the way it goes.
That's just the way it is.
Just like the filming industry. I mean, you look at the filming industry now versus the about filming industry in the 60s. It's way different. The way CGI work and everything. Just because as the time go by, the people that you taught, they will get as good as you. So if you don't get better, then at that point you're just mediocre.
You're done.
You're done, yeah.
You're done.
So you always have to be better. There's always room to be better. That's never like the best ever. You always find a way to make it better. Okay.
So up to this point, Tino's used ABSS5, AB Raindrop, AB Flame, AB Marquee, White Opal SS7, and an assortment of Magestic Blue.
Yes. The reason why I have enough sizes in the kit, like SS5, 7, 9, 12, 16, because this right here, kind of like you playing Tetris.
Tetris?
With the nail. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should find places to match it. And of course, I already framed it, so I don't care whatever going on in here. But still, I need all the sizes for me to work with ease. Because if I have missing spot here and there just because the size couldn't fit in, I mean, look at this. Look tight, isn't it? Look nice and tight. But look at the shape. Now that is a nail worth paying for. It's a beautiful shape. Ever notice when you go crazy like this and at the end the shape is like crazy looking? You don't want that. You want to maintain the beautiful shape.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna do it again. With the hope that this will be enough. The SS5, because that's the last SS5 I got. I have to go out the factory and get more. but that's gonna take some time.
SS5ABs.
Yeah, but I think I will have enough. I'll put it right in here. Okay, now we're ready for framing. I'm gonna frame all along here.
Oh, honey, this nail here's not symmetrical.
What's that? What? What now?
This nail here is that supposed to be symmetrical?
Yes, the shape's supposed to. What do you mean?
I don't know.
The inside is random.
I thought so.
Yeah,
So that's why it's
but the
not
shape.
symmetrical, is because it's ran.
Oh yeah, it's random. This is random. This is symmetrical. The middle fingers.
So if you're trying to make it symmetrical, you may be there a while.
Oh yeah, symmetrical. Oh, you mean like the inside, the design? I just use it as a full cover. Full cover now, I go crazy. If you want to be symmetrical, you can. It'll be easier to be symmetrical. 'Cause then you don't have to find
The Tetris
all the
pieces that
Tetric
fit in
pieces.
there. Yeah.
Right. You can just like one on the left, well, then one on the right. But for design like this, I like to go crazy when I do a full cover.
How secure is the tip gem?
The tip trim lasts until your client come back 4 weeks. You have to know how to seal it. I cannot importance enough on the sealing.
Nice.
The sealing is live or dead when it comes to a crystal artist. If one piece of stone, like when people see like crystal art, the first thing they ask is how long it lasts. That's not the question. When you choose to do crystal, it cannot fall off. Doesn't matter how long your client have on. If they wear it for, let's say, 3 months, that's 9 weeks. If they wear it for 9 weeks and the whole fingernail fall off, the crystal still have to remain on the nails. It cannot fall off. So how long is it last is not even a question. The moment you put it on, it have to stay there until your client come back. You cannot have crystals that fall off the nail are a sign of failure for a crystal nail artist. Even if it's just one stone, it's a failure.
A failure.
Yes. You cannot just put them on and hope to God that they will stay. No. You have to know how to seal. You have to know when to use glue, when to use gels. You have to know what will guard the crystal, what stud to use. Like the arrowhead are perfect for the raindrop. Arrowhead stud, I use it a lot to guard raindrop. Especially for raindrop that are too high. Like this is a medium raindrop, 10 millimeters, but there is a 14 millimeters, which even bigger. Sometimes I use stud to guard crystal. You have to know what to guard crystal, what secure crystal and what seal crystals. You have to know when to apply it on top of matte top coat and when to apply it before matte top coat. There is so many in and out of crystal. A successful crystal nail artist have to be able to ensure the client that, hey, you put this on, it's not going to come up on you. When you be able to do that, you can guarantee, then you can upcharge. You can be like,
Upcharge.
I charge my set $400. You can go anywhere to do it. It doesn't matter. But when you come here, it is $400. You can say it with confidence, but now you know your crystal will not come up. Now, if you know that it might come up, at that point your client have a upper hand. They be like,
Right.
well, Becky down the street only charged me $20 for crystal, and at that point you be like, oh, okay. I charge you a little lower, a little less. You don't have to do that if you're fully confident about your crystals.
Well, I think the confident thing you put out is because people would be like, "Oh, I don't know, I this and that." They have all sorts of excuses why they can't wear it. But when you would say, "I guarantee them," and if something happens,
Yeah,
I will
I
replace
have
for free,
I have clients that do that.
then
Yeah, I
where
have
do they go?
I have clients that do that. I have clients that I say, you should wear crystal. They say, oh, I don't know. I'm so afraid that it will fall off. I'm very rough on my hands. And I told them, you want to bet with me?
And then those.
$10 bet.
So the top by Tino family, I'm not going to recommend anyone specific, but there are several that are
Yes.
absolutely comparable. They have practiced and practiced and practiced forever, and you really can't tell a difference. And they have the time to spend on quality.
Okay, now I feel like I need a raindrop right here. On the top right here. Let's use 10 millimeters. Raindrop is my all-time favorite, but as I go, I find other favorite. Like the Marquis is my new favorite, just because
Your new favorite.
I like anything that have pointy end, because you can end the design with a pointy end. It's very difficult to end a design with a round end or a square end. That's usually in the middle of the design. But at the end of the design, I always want stiletto point. And my key is so tiny, I can fit it into almost any area. My key is my favorite. Flame is also my favorite because it can be the middle piece and it can be the end piece. Just depend on your pattern.
So you can soak these crystals in acetone for hours, and it's not going to change that. So you can clean them with acetone too. So these particular stones keep their shine all the way through.
Oh, yes.
And also, I don't want to be discouraging, for some of the know that there is a need out there for horrible nail artists,
Yes.
because if there's not bad ones, then the good ones aren't going to stick out.
No, we do need bad nail tech so we can look good, you know. When you spend, like, let's say, a day of practice, you need people that doesn't practice so you can be a better nail artist. That is how you judge people, really. If everyone around you is practicing day and night and be great, it would be very hard for you to compete with them.
Mm-hmm.
You need bad nail artists because that will make you look good.
So right now, if you don't feel like your quality is great and you feel like you're not a good artist, know that you are loved, though. We love you.
Yeah. Like back in the day, I need bad nail artists around me when I'm still doing nail for client. Because that's how I compete. That's how I compare. Because when my clients say, Becky down the street, I say, what Becky down the street? A job cheaper than me, go to her.
Yeah, right. Come crawling back.
Come crawling back.
And you'll never.
Oh, remember Latricia?
Oh,
Crawling back and dare to say, Tino, why are you leaving for New York? I I want to wait, but I couldn't. So I go to get my nail done, and the nail tech that was doing my nail wondering what kind of glue you use because she cannot taking it off.
yeah. She couldn't get the stones off.
She cannot take the stone off. She tried everything. She tried grinding. She tried clipping. She cannot taking it off. And she was so frustrated. And she was wondering, what glue do you use? Let me tell you that.
Mate, it was a glorious moment, wasn't it?
It was. I was like, wow, I never heard such compliment. I mean, it's a complaint on her part because she's like, oh, you was sleep me for so long, Tina. Well, I already tell her that I have a show. I'm gonna be gone for so and so week, but she paid the price for it by going somewhere else.
Yeah, right. But that did bring up the respect level, because at that point she started bringing food and stuff for me.
I say nothing. I say nothing to her. I was just like, oh, she couldn't get it on. Oh, that's weird. I was trying to be humble. So I was like,
Humble.
oh, well, I'll show her. Yeah, before I can text her and show her the way. You text her. I'll show her. You get Dremel and you just grind it off.
Right.
And the glue that I use. Oh, well, here we go. Yeah, let me show you. She want to buy that from me? Oh, let me help her out. But in my head, I was like, you bitch, you deserve it. You deserve it for go somewhere else. And then put a bad
Well,
nail tech. Because Latricia never really fully appreciate my crystal, my, because it's always stay on her. She assuming that it's like
it's
that
like that for
everywhere else.
everybody, right?
She
Right.
assuming that wherever she goes, people can just throw on some bling. She have no idea that they have unquality crystal. Because she like, her crystal is so blurry. I like, oh, it is. I don't know why.
But in her defense, she was a client for a very, very, very long time. Kind of grew up with you. You both were in your
She did.
teens,
She did.
and
I was in
so
my teen. She was in her
you
teen.
brought the expectation level up to here.
Oh, I never
So,
met at Latricia. We both are cool. It's
oh
just
yeah.
that in my head I like you. You finally get a chance to appreciate my crystal. So now you go somewhere else. You find she say, is that like it's not it's not as shiny as just stone. I
You
like
know,
really.
and let me say this because you had for at least 3 years 80 very consistent
Consistent
clients.
time. Yeah.
And that's, I mean, we went 3 years with no one falling off deck. And when it came time for me to fire all them, oh, those next 4 or 5 months was nothing but them writing back with gratitude. They really didn't realize the greatness
They didn't realize what they have
until they had
until
to
it's
go around
gone.
to everyone else.
Yeah. I mean, they realized at the beginning when they waited for years to get in, but then after years and years being a client, they forgot.
They forgot,
They
and they
forgot.
became
And I'm not. I'm I'm down to earth. I'm not like high maintenance. I'm not. So being near me is like being a friend. So I think they lost their appreciation over time because they get too comfortable.
yeah.
That they forgot that people do wait for a very long time to get into me, but they forgot that because we getting so comfortable with each other. But when I'm gone, I think they realize that they have lose something
Oh,
special.
they have. There was a lot of people that I just didn't. The first month was, but after that, you needed your focus, so I just endured
Right.
their pain. Blue time crystals. Oh, that's awesome, Sharna.
Kill this.
Well, Sharna, your work has absolutely. We put you on one of the top runners of the top by Tinos.
See glue, you can chill with the ceiling. Now, if I were going to use a sealer pen, what I do, the purpose here is not to seal, because glue is pretty much ensure that it stay on. The purpose here is not for it to catch like this. See, like the little nook right here, next to a fancy stone, it can catch. It can catch. For some people, it will not catch, but for like some people that mess with hair a lot, it'll catch. So you just fill it in so it don't catch anymore. That's it. Plain and simple, fast. Little here, little here. Okay. Now the end. At the end, look at that. Okay. On this right here. Feel close so you can see it. That would catch right there. Now it's not catching anymore. The size, if you were to seal, you seal the side right here, even though if you forgot to seal the side, it's fine because you applied it with glue. With a good glue. Now with a bad glue, you do need to seal it still. But a bad glue, don't use it because a bad glue, it's just gonna take time. If you have a bad glue, you use gel. Using clear gel is faster because you're gonna have to seal it anyway. So you might as well just choose the fastest way, which is using gels, texture gel.
Yes, so the technique and the glue, and if you're worried about the stones lasting, those are 100% crystal quality.
Right.
They
Oh
will last
yeah.
forever. So if you're using them for anything else other than nails, you'll be able to keep them forever.
It easier if you were a Swarovski user before.
Right.
If you ever met with Swarovski, then at that point, I don't need to sell you the stone. You just buy one. Like I say, if you
And you'll be happy.
have experience with Swarovski, you buy one Dreamtime crystal, you put it next to your Swarovski stone, and you see if they're any different at all. And then you throw it in that stone and let it stay there for hours to see if
Will
it
it make your
melted.
teeth like pearls?
Hmm. But how you test in the durability of the glue and the gel is put it on someone you know and then go crazy at it.
And then go crazy at it.
Bang it, get into a fight, whatever it is. But that's how I test my strengths is I put it on Dustin
Yes.
and I let Dustin go crazy.
Yeah. Working on
Absolutely.
cars,
Yeah.
packing boxes.
Yeah. Because you yourself have to believe it to charge your client. 'Cause if you don't believe it, you're gonna feel like you need to give them a bargain. Cause client are slick. They will try to get a bargain with you anytime they can. But when it comes to a crystal business, there is no room for bargain because
Right.
you buy your crystal
Yeah, we
at
let.
cost. You buy it. You buy your crystal, so you have to sell it. There's no room for discount or anything like that. There's no discount.
And really, you should not discount your work once you have achieved a goal of success. I mean, at the beginning, yes, use people as guinea pigs all you want, but when you get to a certain point and your success is good, you don't want to lower your prices
No?
at all. You don't even want to deal with people
What
who
other
are.
reason? What
Yeah,
other reason to lower your
it's
price?
not fair to your quality customers.
The only reason why people feel like they need to bargain because they feel like they probably couldn't keep the client.
Right, but you really don't want them.
But when you are confident about yourself, at that point you don't need bargain. That's really no need for it. Magestic Blue, this is SS12 Magestic Blue. I am going. Oh, right now I'm not working with bead anymore. So I'm using glue. If I use glue, I can top coat it already. See that? It already top coat, and then I glue it on.
Oh.
Versus where these finger you see before, I use gel, so I top coat it after I apply. See the difference? Okay, now I'm putting on flames, my favorites. This is article 2205 that I'm gonna use right here. This is article 2205. Color is AB and size is 7.5 millimeters.
So,
Opal.
PS Now Adventure. Um, I really do vigorously product test everything, and there's a 5-minute video somewhere of these dogs chewing on my nails. And she said, I'm
On some
surprised it
live.
didn't break the dog's nails. Well, it was a yellow lab and German Shepherd mix, two of them.
Yeah.
So
Let's have good
their
teeth.
their teeth were fine. It was my fingers that were starting to get numbered.
But what I'm saying is you should test it yourself too. Just because you cannot just listen to me and then go to your client and be like, I'm gonna charge you $400 because my stone doesn't come up. No, you have to do it using the material. You have to seal it and everything like that, and then test it on someone you know because it's very important for you to believe it. Even though you probably know and trust that the product is good, you have to believe it so you can be confident that when your client pull trick on you, you don't just go with it. You don't just give in and give them a bargain because they can guilt you into a bargain. So you have to mentally prepare. I'm gonna put some raindrop right here. Let me see. This is Article 2304.
I just got all excited. Happy things. I realized it's 5 o'clock and
I forgot to pause. Oh, I had to get it.
oh, It's 4:57. You got 3 minutes.
Okay, I got 3 minutes. It's okay. It don't have to be right at
What can I do
5.
to help you?
It don't have to be right at 5. The whole world would just have to wait for us. But these articles in 304 10 millimeters. What I'm about to say, I forgot.
I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna do something crazy, and I am freestyle this, by the way. So when I say I am freestyle this, by the way, what I'm truly meant is it could be ugly. Don't it could be ugly. Don't judge me. So whenever you see me say I am freestyling this, by the way, meaning I don't know what it's gonna look like at the end. So if just in case if it's ugly, don't you dare judge me.
I think we all.
I have successfully performed beautiful, beautiful set throughout the years. Don't judge me with one ugly set. My key is what I need. My key's right here.
So your work's never.
And that is one of the reasons why I am partnering with Cindy, because Cindy have traveled around the world. She have get nail done everywhere, everywhere. And 5 years ago, she went into a dentist's office, and she dropped something, and the girl see her nail, and she have some crystal on, and she go, oh, is Tino do you nail? And she like, who's Tino? This was 5 years ago. She's like, who's Tino? No, she didn't do my nail. And then the next day, another person asked her, is Tino do you nail? So she like, who the heck is this Tino? So that's when she sent Kyla to hunt for me. And Kyla very good what she does.
Yes.
She found me right away. And Kyla is a good negotiator too, by the way. So she called me and I say yes.
Well,
That's how good Kyla is. Kyla called me. I saying something, and then at the end of it, I say, "Oh,
right. It felt right.
Yeah, it felt right.
We
It felt
really
right."
had to make room for her.
But after a couple of visits, Cindy was impressed with my crystal, because my crystal doesn't come up on her. So now she like, well, we need to know him, because of course being a owner of a crystal shop, she have go everywhere to learn how to apply crystals. Very admirable, because sometimes they don't go learn to apply crystal. They just sell crystal. But Cindy go and learn how to apply crystal. So that's how she knows the crystal ninja, Kelly the Free. They used to work together before Kelly
And
get.
not just Miss Cindy, not just. I mean, she started Dreamtime 34 years ago. We don't know how much longer she was dabbling with stuff.
Oh yes.
But
So her story is she was a pageant mom, and crystal were expensive. Crystal dress were expensive. So she's like, you know what? I am just gonna buy my own, because Desiree, her daughters, was in the pageant, so she had to order her own crystal to make the dress, so it's cheapest. And then all the lady were like, oh my god, it's so beautiful, where you get it done? And I'm like, I do it myself. So all the lady will start to put it in order with her, and then she start to making bedazzled dress for just all the pageant mom. And then it start to boom into a business really, really fast. At that point, she was at the Plaza Tower. She was making good money, but eventually, a part-time job become a full-time job. She had to quit everything and start packing crystal. And over the years, she had made a very good connection with Swarovski. And like I say,
companies really.
yeah.